Robin Wright as a grieving lawyer who, after a tragedy, retreats to the harsh wilderness of the Rockies. When a local hunter, played by Damien Bachir, rescues her from the brink of death, she must now learn how to live again. Robin Wright also directed this one, with this being her feature debut, and I will say, the look of this movie is probably the best thing going for it. For a first-time effort in directing, Wright clearly shows she knows what makes a film look great. This takes place almost exclusively in the countryside near the mountains, and the shots of the landscapes are stunning. As we explore a little bit of the area surrounding this cabin that Wright's character is staying at, you can tell there's so much care put into each and every shot. I think should Wright continue directing more films and they look anywhere as nice as this did, we'll be in for a real treat. And the performances are also pretty solid. Wright gives a compelling performance, really hitting the nail on the head, showcasing grief and just how difficult it is to come back from an unspeakable tragedy. Damien Bachir was also really solid here. He and Wright have this really laid-back rapport with one another that would often be sweet, and it was so reserved that sometimes they'd make a small joke and the other wouldn't pick up on it, and their delayed yet heartfelt response would be what makes you chuckle. Going hand in hand with Wright's direction, they did a really good job of just having these two characters have a simple, sometimes mundane conversation, and it would manage to put a smile on your face. When it comes to the story, however, I think that's where this film doesn't totally work for me. It's certainly not bad, and thematically it hits a lot of the right notes, but this is a film that doesn't stick with you the way I think it was hoping it would. I'd call the film very minimalistic. It does follow the golden rule of film of showing, not telling, but it seems like that was taken to such an extreme that the notion of telling a consistently engaging story was pushed off to the side. We get long stretches without dialogue, which in and of itself isn't such a big deal, but there are also a lot of scenes that could arguably have been cut from the film. I think the point was that we'd spend as much time as possible with Wright's character so that a connection is formed, but the film's often laid-back tone would be a little too laid back and passive. When it hits its high notes, it works really well, but those moments didn't come often enough. This could have arguably been told as a short, maybe around 30 minutes or so. At 89 minutes, while it looks incredible, it also feels like it went on longer than it truly needed to. It's not a film that otherwise does anything particularly egregious, it just needed to get to the point a little quicker. It's still a nice film overall, and I think it may be worth a watch once it hits a streaming service like Netflix or something, because Wright's direction, as well as her own performance and Bashir's, make this a sweet film. It's just, more than anything, it feels like a stepping stone for hopefully something much greater for Wright in the director's chair. Land gets a 6 out of 10. So let me know, did you see Land, or are you planning to see it, and what were your thoughts? Did you like the performances? Do you want to see more films directed by Robin Wright? Let me know in the comments below so we can discuss. Also, if you enjoyed this video, please like it and share it, and for more movie reviews and film discussion, please make sure to hit that subscribe button to stay updated. Thanks for watching everyone, and keep having fun with film.